$5 for what?
So we sitting. We sitting.
What do you need $5 for?
I'm just telling you how he manipulated me. We sitting here, right? Mm-hmm. I said, Carl, I bet you won't be ready for the second part. I said, that means you need to have got in the shower and lotion up and ate by the time we finish this first one. Uh-huh. He said, how much you gonna bet? So I just said, you know what? $5. Mm-hmm. I swear on everything I love, that boy ran in that bathroom, splashed that water on him, and then came back out that bathroom and said, oh, voila, I bathed. And then commenced to describe to me the same way your daughter did, what he did in the shower. Here's where...
What did he eat?
Huh?
What did he eat?
Yeah. That's where I'm going to win. Because currently he don't know what he going to eat. He don't got no clue, but he already made it up in his mind. He added that to his process before he came in here and did what he's supposed to do. But that's how these kids be manipulating us. And I heard that I'm the only one that get got. That's the crazy part about it. Just like when you was fussing at your daughter about what was ever in that Ziploc bag. I had already saw it. I convinced to warn her what was going to happen. And that you were right behind me. She hit,
Because I saw it sitting on the table. Once she realized it was me, she threw it in the chair.
She did the same exact move to me. Thinking I was you. These kids don't respect me. You got
so
one.
when she realized it was just you, she put it back on the table and left it there.
Yes. You got one that's manipulative. They both manipulated me and just in different ways. One worked me out of $5 and the other one just worked me out of reacting the same way she reacted. Even though I said, didn't your mama tell you not bringing clay and stuff home or anything like that? And she just kept telling me, I got it from school. See, she came upstairs. She came upstairs and got more details out of her in more quicker way. But I think it was about her delivery. See, my delivery could never be as aggressive as hers is when it's dealing with these kids. So I think that's where I go wrong at. My delivery does not meet expectation. And there's a possibility that I might need a training into how to deliver more aggression towards my kids.
You got gentle person.
No, I know what abuse as a child feels like. Verbal and physical.
So you think I'm abusive? Wait.
This is the one time I wanted to get this off. I was hoping in her state it would go over her head. She caught that bitch head on. That's the title. Head on. Like head on collision with the joke. Just like earlier. I'm talking to you.
Nah, mofo. You think I'm abusive? You ever be abusing my kids?
Oh, no. But. Some of your tactics are a little bit abusive. But the abuse doesn't meet expectations to have her reported. Wow. So it's like minor abuse. Wow. And even then, we can't talk like this on here because you know how people take this shit and we be joking.
Man,
next thing you know,
they gonna have the people to
do what they call the CPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want none of the CPS. And I'm just joking, y'all. She don't put her hands on these kids.
Nah.
But back to what I was saying.
I'll jack the ass up. But I ain't about
That's what I mean.
2-piece of banana.
The same way she jacked that boy up at the school. I don't remember that story. But we don't want to rekindle that. We'll move on. Oh shit. So I got something that was brought to me earlier, right? By you. I asked my wife what her social security number was. Right? And I kind of almost felt like the reaction that she got from me having to ask her what her social security number was would be a similar reaction that you would get from a person that don't remember the person's birthday or may have forgot their anniversary on their wedding. And I also don't feel like social security number is one of those requirement things that we are forced to remember. You know mine?
Yep.
Oh, shit. I guess it's only bad if your partner knows your social security number.
Social security line.
And I say number. And that's okay.
But you're my partner, so... well.
That's what I'm talking about. No, that don't have to apply to both of us, though, on everything.
No, you're not my partner.
We have a lot of things as men to remember. I feel like real low on the ranking scale, social security number is one of those things that probably ranks 1. Not number 1 in positive either. Top 10, you go 10 the best, 1 the worst. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like a social security number is one of those things you should be required to remember as your partner. Because in my mind, I feel like I can always go and access her social security card. That is one thing I am convinced that I can do. I will not task myself with trying to remember a social security number, and I struggle to remember people's phone numbers.
If you walk out and about...
That's one thing I commend about my grandmother, boy. It was once upon a time, boy, I can go to her and she'd be like this. I said, man, you remember Aunt such and such number? She'd be like, oh, and then I call the person. I'd be like, Grandma, how the hell you know all these numbers? Then she started writing them in her book, and that's when I knew things was getting dark.
Getting dark? She's just getting older.
The numbers was getting dark in her head. So we had to write them joints down on the paper. That's what I mean. You know what I mean?
Irritating.
So you convinced me with a social security number. I didn't feel no way even when she kind of, when I felt it through the phone. I ain't feel bad about it. I probably feel real bad if I forgot my wedding anniversary and my birthday. In some years, I do be forgetting how long we've been married. But I can never forget the 10th. That's the day my life changed forever.
The 10th for what?
October. For real? For real?
What?
That's not an anniversary? For real, yo. No, I don't want to get like this. I want you to tell me now so I can train my brain. That's not it?
That
Sonya, why you...
It's right.
Why are we playing so much?
Because you started it.
I don't think I did.
You did. You called me abusive.
Okay. At least I know when if God forbid I don't ever lose my memory, I'm almost sure the person who got the memory still left is going to be manipulating the shit out of the other person. Yeah, you just got a first-hand example of that shit. She was about to try to convince me that I didn't know fucking the day we got married. Oh, you hear that? That's not funny. That's sad.
That's weird.
That you had to stoop to those sort of
Why would you put that down there?
Why can't it? It's not in the camera. Well, don't I do it every week? This been a long week. It's been a long week, y'all. Hey, you want me to tell you something? You know what I did notice? Despite all we're going through, I now know that she actually enjoyed talking to y'all weekly on this podcast. Because I swear to God, you would have thought I was the one that was getting 100% of the effect part of what's been going on for this last week. Because I was in no mood to get on this mic and try to talk about other people's business and try to make it quirky and bring my funny aspect to it. But boy, every day, boy, she came to me and was like, "Now you know what we agreed to, no matter what."
That's what you
And
said.
so, no, you can keep on trying to convince me that you trying to put this solely on me, but you like this pod stuff.
It's cool.
Nah, I think it's a little bit. At first, I thought like it's cool. Nah, buddy. I see the updates on the topics. She's getting very more, what's the word? More interactive with her topics. Now, sometimes her little topics are way out of my wheelhouse. And I'm just only here to bring my comedic aspect to it. But my girl is working, y'all. She is finally becoming a part of the Podcasters Alliance.
I ain't got fired again.
Girl, that was like 2 years ago. Why you still bringing up the past? That's what I'm saying. Like, no. What else I got?
Bleh.
I ain't really.
You said what?
I ain't got nothing else.
Why you been like that?
Cause I'm trying not to give up that $5. Yeah, I'm up to something.
Yeah, you really are. You trying to cut this joint short behind the podcast. You trying
Since he
not
tried
to
to
be
play
out.
me, I'm gonna play him right back.
So if do he owe you?
No, listen. That sounds like the microwave to me, don't it? He had to be finished eating.
By the time we finish, but we're
And
not
then calling
finished.
him. No, we're done.
You petty.
What are you talking about?
OMG, you're so petty.
And don't say.
Because we had something
Sonya.
important to talk about behind the
Oh,
pod.
yes, you're right. See?
And you tried for $5.
Yes, I was. That's sad. You know my kids just straight here manipulating me
$5
for only $5.
for only
I got $5 on it. But nah, listen.
He's about to cut
While we
this short.
talking about how stressful our week is, we also want to encourage people, and I'm gonna let my wife do the most of the talking. But estate planning is so important, and here's why.
Not and here's why. Here's why. I ain't gotta say why.
You gotta tell people why it's important. What experiences you had with
Making sure your people have your people, whoever you know, family, have their affairs in order. Because people are dropping like flies on a daily. One day, you having a good conversation, and the next day, they gone. And it's nothing like having to prepare a service, having to prepare documents and all types of stuff needed, checking to see if the person had life insurance, how stuff will get paid for, taken care of. It's best to not put that on others. While you are around now, try to do it yourself. Because how can somebody actually properly grieve if they gotta still rehash stuff or be stressed out because they gotta find stuff, can't find stuff, nobody did it strong enough for them to lean on because they going through it too, or they already got their own stuff going on. So please, whatever you do, if you want to be buried, take care of that stuff now. If you don't have life insurance, go find some. If you can't get any, start putting money aside, because it's nothing like being in a situation where you have to be that person to take care of somebody else's affairs, and because they did not have, you have to give what they wanted. But it's like, do you give them what they wanted if they didn't put away to have what they wanted? But still, just get your shit together.
True shit. Yeah, it's enough. I guess it's enough for like we here. You know, I don't mean to get all biblical, but my grandma used to always warn me about being prepared when God returns. And like, You just never know when it's going to be your time. You can be the most healthiest person in the world, or the most, of course, unhealthiest person in the world. Shoot. You just got to be prepared, man. Especially when, I don't know. Preparation is key. Nobody wants to have that tough conversation about their immortality, though.
Right?
Huh?
Right.
You said right?
Mm-hmm. You want to be buried or you want to be cremated?
I don't want her to come wrong.
Shit like that. That motherfucker be sitting right.
I'd rather just write it down.
He gonna be right outside on the ledge of the awning over the door with his bird.
I'll tell you something else, though. Like, they need to make it where, like, even if the person or the planner didn't get their affairs in order the way they're supposed to, you should be able to use certain conversations that you had with the person to use against them. and get it notarized. Put it on.
You about to record everything.
Now look, put it on paper. Put it on audio.
Put it on audio.
Talk it out. Yeah. Basically, secret record people against their will.
Oh.
That's what I mean, exactly.
Wow. Yeah. And that has been another episode Behind the Pause. What was this, episode 10? Ooh. Look at me.
Head start.
Knowing the numbers.
And we out. Peace.